So your old team, the Philadelphia Eagles, very much in the news again this week. The Tush Push is driving people crazy. Dean Blandino, during the Chiefs game yesterday, said, "I am so over the Tush Push." You saw the situation where it sure looked like on several occasions half the offensive line was false starting. You were there for the beginning because Jalen Hurts had just been drafted the year before. Did you see that? First of all, let's talk about the Tush Push itself. Did you ever think it would become this lethal of a weapon? It's just a quarterback sneak, but it's an awesome combination of a deadlift hero as a quarterback, a power lifter, and this formation and they have one of the best offensive lines in football.
Yeah, it's definitely evolved since my time there. It was definitely not what it is today. But like you said, it's not just one guy. They are so great at the technique of the O-line. They're a massive O-line as is. It's not like they have some small athletic, these O-linemen are strong.
These are large boys.
Yeah, they got Landon, they got Cam, they got Lane and Jordan, Tyler. So it's not like they're just out there with just some small guys that are figuring it out. No, they got some road graders in there, Jalen obviously, and then you got guys pushing, and it's really hard. But at the same time, it's not like other teams don't try it. The efficiency of the Eagles is just unbelievable. And it's obviously coached extremely well. And then just moving on to the Jalen piece, I think, I thought he was going to be good. I think the work ethic allowed him to be great in a much quicker time than maybe people thought he would be. I didn't think he would maybe be as talented as he was as quickly in his career. And it just goes to show you the work ethic, the work he puts in every day. Definitely one of the hardest working guys I've been around, and you could see it early on. He wasn't going to let any circumstance, whatever situation or person was in front of him, he didn't care. He was just going to go about his process and exhaust himself. And you see the reason for his success. So I'm not surprised at the success, I would say, especially years like 2 or 3 years ago when he was really starting to get going. I would say the thing that maybe surprised me was just how quickly it happened.
Yeah, like for me, here's my thing on the Tush Push. Okay, I hate rules that are made just to punish one team for something doing well. So if you want to make it less effective, find a way to stop it. But I will say, if it's offsides, call it. Right? You don't need to ban the play. Just need to officiate it correctly.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for that. I mean, the refs have a really hard job, and things happen so quickly, and you can slow those cameras down and find the guy offsides every play probably.
Yeah.
And it's just not the nature of being a ref. They got a really tough job. That play is extremely difficult to officiate, like Dean said. And I just don't know what the solution is. I think you saw. I wasn't awake for the game last night, but I think you saw last night the refs trying to tell the linemen to back up a little bit. And I don't know if that's the answer. I think the answer is, like every other play, is throw the flag first and then give them the warning pre-snap if they do it. But the ref shouldn't go and back up the lineman before a play. Like, what if they're not running the tush push? I don't think that is the answer either. So I don't know what the answer is, but it needs to just they got to do their best, like I'm sure they are.
Is there anything you think the league can do? And I'm sure this is going to drive defenders crazy, me even asking this question. But as we said, potentially 5 starting quarterbacks may not be on the field for week 3. Is there anything the league can do to protect these guys anymore? Because I know it drives fans crazy and defenders crazy. They graze the helmet and that's a flag. Or you go in low and that's a flag. But they're doing it for a reason. Because at the end of the day, no one player has more of an impact on a team in any sport, in my opinion, in this country, than a quarterback. And if the quarterbacks go down, potentially the ratings go down. I mean, it has a trickle-down effect, and that's why the NFL goes out of the way to protect these guys. Is there anything more you think they can do?
No, I don't. I mean,
yeah,
it's part. I mean, it's not like injuries at that position have. I don't know what the studies would say. I don't know what the stats would say, but I would be hard pressed to think that they've increased over the years with kind of the protection of it. But I also don't think the defenders are going in there with malice trying to hit the quarterback.
Some are. Some feel like they are.
I mean, maybe some guys, but I can't see that. I've been around the league where guys are deliberately going in low. I think most of the time guys get tripped or guys are just trying to make the play so hard that they're trying to sack the guy. They end up hitting them low. But I mean, I don't think guys in the NFL, in my opinion,
Right.
are going out there saying, I'm trying to hurt this guy.
No.
And I just think, like, if a quarterback's throwing the ball and guys go, they try and block the pass and they end up hitting them in the head. Like, I don't think it happens so quick that I don't think guys like, oh, this is my shot to hurt this guy. And maybe that's naive on me. Maybe I'm seeing the great in everyone or trying to. But I just think, I don't know. I don't think you can do more per se.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out another way to do it, but it is, it's just startling that it this early. And it's one of those things, some years they just pile up, you know what I mean, at certain positions. I remember a couple of years ago, it seems like every running back got hurt. So maybe it's just this year that we're seeing the quarterbacks take those dings a little bit early. You've done a lot in your career. You were, like you said, you were part of that unbelievable Super Bowl against the in Super Bowl 52 against the Patriots. And you caught the game-winning touchdown in that game, and the NFL had expedited reviews. They just didn't tell us yet on your touchdown catch. I'm like, wait a minute, they ruled that pretty quickly. They got it right, but I mean they did it in a way that wasn't normal the rest of that year. What do you see going forward for you? You've accomplished basically, I think, everything: Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion, all that kind of stuff. What's the next thing for you?
I mean, I think at this age in my career, it's just taking it year by year. It's not a decision that to continue. I'm doing everything I can to be at my best every week for this team. I love being down here in D.C. I love playing for Coach Quinn and playing with Jaden. And it's just a year-to-year thing at this point. I have 3 amazing little boys. I have an amazing wife. And I understand the decision to play football is not just whether I want to play football at this point. And so it's a family decision. It's because I can't do the thing where the family's in one spot and I'm in another. I can't do that for me personally. So it's just I'm gonna take it year by year. I got an amazing wife. Obviously, she understands. She was an amazing athlete in her own right, so she understands the cost of playing and the price of playing better than anyone. And so just for me at this point, it's just a year by year thing. How do I feel? Can I still make an impact? Do I still love the process? Do I still love practicing? And as long as those things are in check, I would love to continue to play. But at the end of the day, I'm going to take it year by year. And I've had a lot of amazing memories, and I hope to make a few more.
Yeah, look, for those that don't know, I'm married to Julie Ertz, part of the women's national soccer team, World Cup champion. So that's when he's talking. That's what he's referring to. There's good. These kids have good genetics, is what we're saying. These boys have good genes on their side. Like I said, you've accomplished so much, and look, obviously the Eagles are in a situation where this might be the greatest time ever to be an Eagles fan, starting with Super Bowl 52 and what they've been able to accomplish the last couple of years. But you guys were the first, right? you guys were the first, and that's something that had to feel like amazing when that all went down.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I mean, it's what I've been chasing again ever since. Obviously, it wouldn't be the first time here to win a Super Bowl in D.C., but just to do everything I can to try and experience that feeling one more time is something that I work every day for. The stats are fun. The catches are cool. The yards, the touchdowns. But at this point in my career, all I care about is winning football games. And so being able to win that one in Philly has really just it's made my hunger for another even more. Because before that, it's like, oh, yeah, that'd be so cool to win a Super Bowl. But no, once you win it and you understand what it takes, you understand the impact it means not only for the guys on the team, but for a city as a whole. I saw that firsthand. I saw that parade. I saw how much it meant to that city. And so for me, it's just how can I do everything I can to give me and the team one more shot to experience that.
Yeah, for guys that have won multiple rings, I've always asked them, what was your favorite? And they always say the next one.
Yeah.
The next one. The next one will be the favorite.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, you're in a good spot with a good quarterback and a good head coach and obviously a great offensive coordinator that you are in lockstep with.